Have you ever wondered why you stop buying your favorite food even when you still have money left? Or how you decide to split your wallet between two different items? Hello and welcome back. My name is Balai. I'm teaching teachers of economics and welcome to my channel. Before we begin, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a lesson. Today, we are going to master consumer equilibrium for both one commodity and two commodity. I will show you the exact difference using simple and real life trees. Let us get started. Equilibrium of the consumer. Uh, the objective of a rational consumer is to maximize a total utility or total satisfaction. As long as the additional unit consumed brings a positive marginal utility, a consumer wants to consume more of the product because total utility is increased. However, given his limited income and the price levels of goods and the service, what combination of goods and the service should he or she consume so as to get a maximum total utility? Let us see in the case of one commodities, the equilibrium condition of consumer that consumes a single good X occur when the marginal utility of X is equal to its market price. This is when marginal utility of products X, that is banana for example, is equal with price of X. At this point, the consumer's utility is at maximum. This is compared our utility with expenditure or our expenses. If you incur $10 or timber, you have to get the utility of 10 utiles. The utility measurement unit is utiles according to the cardinals. Let us prove how this one is happened. Given the utility function, utility is the function of the products. For example, it is the function of banana. If the consumer buy commodity X, then his expenditure will be quantity of X times the price of X. The consumer maximizes the difference between his utility and his expenditure. The maximum utility we can get is a difference between our utility minus its expenditure. The necessary condition for maximization is equating the derivative of the function to 0. So, the derivative of total utility with respect to quantity of X minus the derivative of the expenditure, that is quantity of X times price of X with respect to quantity of X. Quantity of X, derivative of quantity of X with respect to quantity of X become 1 times a price is left. So, derivative of utility or with respect to derivative of quantity, as you know, is a marginal utility, or it is a slope. Then marginal utility of X equal to price of X by using this formula. At this point, we are at equilibrium. So our expenditure is equal with what we get as satisfaction. So at this time, it is at equilibrium. Let us see again by using a graph. As we see from this graph, at point A, at point C, at point B, with our utilities. Let us see at points above point C, that is like point A, where marginal utility of X is greater than price of X. What is this? Satisfaction we get from our product is greater than price or expenditure we incur. Let us take example. If you purchase um, banana or orange for 100 per, and your satisfaction is 110 useless, the marginal utility or satisfaction you get, that is 110, is greater than price or expenditure you incur, that is 100. At this time, you have to consume, because the satisfaction you get from expenditure incur is greater. So you are satisfied more than you incur or your expenditure. So continue to consume. It pays the consumer to consume more. When marginal utility of X, that means what you incur or your expenditure is 110, but price of the banana or the orange you incur is 120, that is price is greater than marginal utility you get, you have to stop at this point. Like at point B, the consumer should consume less of X. You have to consume less of X, not more than this, because you have to compare your expenditure with your satisfaction. If your satisfaction is at point C, for example, marginal utility of X equal with price or expenditure you incur, the consumer is at equilibrium. At this time, it is at satisfaction point. Your expenditure is equal with your satisfaction. That means your satisfaction is 120 per, or 20 useless, because satisfaction or utility is measured by useless, and your expenditure is 120, they are equal. So at this point, your satisfaction is equal with expenditure. At this time, it is at equilibrium points. So if in case of commodity one, you have to measure equilibrium by using your satisfaction with your expenditure. Compare your expenditure with your satisfaction. If your satisfaction is 10 useless and your expenditure is 10 per or $10, it is at equilibrium. If your expenditure is 100 and your satisfaction or your marginal utility is 90, you have to consume less, because this is at negative. Your expenditure is more than your marginal utility, so you have to compare this. Let us see the next equilibrium point of the consumer. In case of two or more commodity, the case is different. In case of one commodity, we have to compare our marginal utility with our expenditure. But in case of two or more commodity, we have to see our budget. If you have budget constraint, you have to limit your consumption based on your budgets, because you cannot achieve more than your budgets. Let us see the case. For the case of two or more goods, the consumer's equilibrium is achieved when the marginal utility per money spent is equal for each good purchase, and his money income available for purchase of good is exhausted. That is marginal utility of X over price of X. You can take X, whatever product you want. Let us take banana. Marginal utility of banana over price of banana equal with marginal utility of orange over price of orange. You have to purchase two products, the combination of two products by comparing with your budget constraint. We are going to use, or we can use, two formulas. The first one is marginal by using of ratios, marginal utility of one product or price of one product equal with marginal product of two product over price of two products. That means marginal utility of banana over price of banana equal with marginal utility of orange over price of orange equal. Then at this point we are at equilibrium. Our price of X, that is price of banana times the quantity of banana plus price of orange times quantity of orange equal with our budget constraint. M is our income. So at this point, at two of this point, we can get our maximum point or equilibrium. You can get using of these two. Let us see the example. Suppose Sharon has 7 birr to be spent on two goods. That is, she has spent on banana in the bread. The unit price of banana is 1 birr, and the unit price of loaf of bread is 4 birr. The total utility she obtained from consumption of each good is given below. So let us compare. Let us compare by using our by considering our income or our budget constraints. We can get by using two formulas. The first one is marginal utility of banana over price of banana equal with marginal utility of bread over price of the bread. We can get at this point the maximum points or equilibrium time or equilibrium points, or price of banana times quantity of banana plus price of bread times the quantity of bread equal with 7 birr, or our budget constraint. You can get by using it from our table. On our table, we have to see at what we can get the combination of two at this point. That makes equal of our budget amount, that is 7 birr. For example, if you try to see marginal utility of banana at two quantity, for example, your marginal utility is 5 as this 2 times at this time, and also at two quantity of bread, your marginal utility over price is 2. Totally it gives 7. You can get by using this. Also you can get, and also you can take 3 of your bananas. 3 times 1 is 3, and price of the bread is 4. At 3, the number of banana is around 3 times 4 is 12, so it is more than our 7. Totally, let us see from the following formula. We can get directly from formula. Also, we can get by using this table, but let us see the example from this by using of formulas. Recall the utility is maximized when the condition of marginal utility of one commodity divided by its market price is equal to the marginal utility of other commodity divided by its market price. That is marginal utility of one equal is marginal utility of 1 over price of 1 equal is marginal utility of 2 over price of 2. In the table above, in the table 3.2, there are two different combination of two goods where marginal utility of the last bill spent on each commodity is equal with. However, only one of the two combination is consistent with the price of a good and her income. Sharon will be at equilibrium when she consume 3 units of banana. The price of banana is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. And 1 loaf of bread, the price of the bread is 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. That is equal with our budget constraint. Our equilibrium is so calculated by using two formulas. The first formula is by ratios. The second formula is directly by straight line. That is marginal utility of banana over price of banana equal with marginal utility of bread over price of the bread. That is marginal utility of banana is 3 divided by price. Price is 1 equal with marginal utility of bread is 12 over 4. The price is 4. Then we get 3. This is at equilibrium. This is at equilibrium point. At what? At the quantity of banana is 3 and at quantity of the bread, marginal utility of bread is 12. Now let us see at what quantity of bread and at what quantity of banana from our table can we get the maximum point or maximum combination that equal with our budget constraint. Our quantity of the banana is 3 times price is 1 plus our bread banana quantity is 1 times price of the banana bread is 4, then we get 7. At this time or at this quantity, what about total utility? We will see directly from our table. Directly you can see from your table at this point. The total utility that Sharon derived from this combination can be given by total utility equal to total utility 1, total utility 2. That is, at quantity 3 of banana, our total utility is, you can see from the table. At price of, at quantity 1 of our bread, our total utility is what? So we can get directly from our table the total utility is 40 and the total utility is 12. The total utility of the both is 26. Given her fixed income and the price level of the two goods, no combination of two goods will give her higher total utility than this level of utility. At this time, she can get the maximum utility, that is 26 at this point. That means at quantity 1 of bread, at quantity 3 of banana, and at quantity 1 of bread, she can get total utility of 26. This is how can we get equilibrium points. The main point is for commodity 1, or in the case of one commodity, only one commodity, for example, for banana, to get our equilibrium, we have to see our expenditure with our satisfaction, that is marginal utility. So marginal utility of x equal to price of x. At this time, it is equilibrium. This is how we can compare marginal utility of x with price of x at, if in the case of commodity 1. In the case of commodity 2, we have to see what? We have to see our budget constraints. Then we have to see the combination of two products that give our maximum satisfaction. But we have to see the budget constraint or our income. We cannot go beyond our income. So this is the two difference, the main difference between these. Now let us come to the limitation of the cardinal approach. We have discussed the cardinal approach, and also we have said ordinal approach, two types of approach or theories regarding with utility. We have said ordinal utility theory, which has said utility is not measured, but we can order it. And also we have seen cardinal approach that we have discussed. It is example 2. Cardinal approach says we can measure our utility or our satisfaction by using a number, and the units that used for measuring our utility is useless. So we have said now what is the limitation of cardinal approach? What cardinal approach means? The assumption of cardinal utility is doubtful because utility may not be quantified. We cannot measure satisfaction. For example, if you eat food and you're satisfied, you cannot measure in numbers. So utility cannot be measured absolutely or objectively. This is one limitation. The second limitation is the assumption of constant marginal utility of money is unrealistic because as income increases, the marginal utility of money also changes. The marginal utility of money also changes. It is not constant. By saying this, we come to the end of today's program. If you have a question, suggestion, comment, please don't afraid to comment or to ask question. If you ask question, I will explain more than this. So, if you enjoyed for this lesson, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my channel for more content on microeconomics, and also research, capital markets, and the like. Also, I have TikTok. You can get from my TikTok also, you can follow me or you can like my TikTok also. I can share everywhere. So bye for now. In our upcoming session, we will explore the ordinary utility theory. We will see what's ordinary utility theories, and also we will see by using a number. Have a nice time.